yeah, it will help me not use my earphones that I use for my phone as my microphone. I need to first I need to invest in another monitor. I need to invest in a desk mic. Besides that, everything else is a luxury. So yeah, if you're enjoying what you're seeing right now, consider a donation. It is on my Twitch page. As we're here on Fighting Spirit again. Top left, Sea Shield, Red Terran. Bottom right, Yellow Protoss, Shuttle. So if Terran gets win here, it'll even up this whole show match between all three races. But if Protoss gets win here, Terran is up to their last player last. So cross spawns on Fighting Spirit again. Like in PvT, a lot of Protosses wants to take the third base. It's really ideal to take your fourth base at a main because mains are really hard for Terran players to push to. And what else can I talk about Fighting Spirit besides the fact that it's a really boring map? One gate here from Shuttle. Sometimes we see a lot of Protoss players these days, especially Best and Bisu. They like to build a pylon at the the edge area of their base, and then put that gateway in the lower ground. Get an early Zealot, because a lot of Terrans these days have been struggling, surprisingly, with early Zealot harass. It's a really good economical lead that you can get if you get enough SEVs, but on the other hand, if your Zealot control is pretty poor, then you kind of fall behind. But nothing surprising here from Shuttle getting the gas, C getting the barracks and the refinery, so it looks like it's gonna go for early factory rather than going for the Rax command center that C actually really likes to do. Talking with him quite a bit, he really likes Rax command in this matchup. So we see here Cybernetics core being built from Shuttle, and now C is going to send his scout out. Obviously in this matchup you want, especially in modern TVP, what you want to do is keep as many SCVs as possible on your mineral lines, because you want to push out those Marines for your early push if you decide to do that in the start of the game. See here, pylon. I think Shuttle's thinking of doing one gate expand here. And these days, Protosses, their Dragoon controls that good that they don't really need to rush the robotics facility to get observers out. I really like doing this build. What you do is get your one gate, expand, and then add another 2 gates. And that's enough. Once those gateways complete, if there's any sort of FD or strong FD that the Terran's going to do, you get those 2 extra goons out in time that if you micro it well, then you can defend from the strong FD or FD push. As I mentioned, we're going to see that Nexus being built from Shuttle. And actually, C, really interesting move here, going for a Vulture. And ooh, it's only 1 Dragoon. If this Vulture gets in, it might do a lot of damage, but is it going to zip through? Yes, it does. Nice move there from C. And even though he gets that 1 probe, he sees what's happening in the base. He sees that there's only 1 gateway so far. There's no crazy tech shenanigans that Shuttle's doing right now. And C has that peace of mind. Maybe the only negative is that the only negative that he might have is that that's 1 Vulture less with mines, but he knows that there's no real all-in going on right now, so he's happy to lose that vulture for scouting. See here, C moving out that command center. This one tank will be enough to defend. Although I do feel that C should build a bunker for those Marines. I'm not really sure what the machine shop pattern was for C. Most players do go for the mines first, followed by the siege mode. But it looks like C in this situation went for a vulture, got lucky with the scout, and then on top of after that got the mines, and then following that the siege tank tech. So we see here another factory being built from C. No surprises from Shuttle. Adds those 3 extra gateways, get those observers out, and takes that 3rd base and double expanding. No abnormalities that we've seen so far from both players. I'm really curious to see the armory timing from C, if our observer will show us. Yeah, okay, cool. So he's getting Academy and Armory right now, so C posturing up to get that early upgrade from the Armory, that weapons upgrade for those tanks and vultures. Maybe we might see a +1 or even +2, +1 timing push from C if it comes to it. But at the moment, we haven't really seen C cut SCVs yet. It's just working off these two factories with machine shops, and now the comsats are being added for C. As I mentioned before, Shuttle is taking that 6 o'clock base, and I'm really curious to see whether Shuttle will take his 4th base at that 3 o'clock position, at that island, or not island, but plateau, or whether he'll take another main base, because what I like to do personally on this map is to take that 4th base at the 3 o'clock, and then try and be aggressive and take the 5th base right behind that as well. Because generally, okay, C going with that 3rd command set, there's no surprises here. We're down for a really long game. Sit tight, guys. Just assessing the situation right now, I'm really surprised that C invested so many, a lot of gas into getting 4 Goliaths. I guess he doesn't really want any observers at all snooping onto his base. But it looks like this observer is actually going to sneak in and see his 3rd expansion being built. So that's a really big win there from for Shuttle, seeing that 3rd base being built. And even more importantly, if he sees these 2 factories, he's going to be really confident in taking another 4th base. Meanwhile, Shuttle just powering on these 4 gateways, adding the Citadel and a Forge. We're going to be seeing Arbiters come out quite sometime soon. Really curious to see whether he'll go for more gateways or whether he'll take a 4th base. But seeing that C's not going to be pushing out anytime soon, I think that he'll take that 4th base. And then the question after that is, where's he going to take the 4th base? Is he going to take it at 3 o'clock where it's closer to his gateways? Or is he going to take it to another main and add gateways there? Yep, so Temple Archives, Stargate, and I assume that can only be +1 weapons going on at that Forge. And you can see here that looks like Shuttle is posturing to take that 4th base. Oh, that's really interesting now. So, looks like C is getting those upgrades now. He never actually got them in the first place. It looks like he wanted to invest his initial gas into getting those comsats up, getting those Goliaths out to stop observers, also getting that armory out for that early plus weapons. So, really curious to see C and talk about C's mindset in this build. Arbiter Tribunal going down for C for Shuttle. And now the +1's up now for C shield, so once I haven't seen another armory yet, but it looks like we might see a 2-1 push here, judging from what's happened so far in this game. As we see here, Shuttle must be running. Damn, there's spider mines already. And you also, like, as I said that, like, you notice that to clear spider mines at that 4th base, he did send a platoon of Dragoons over there with him reserve. So he must have been really surprised that the spider mine wasn't planted there. So these vultures just zip around, trying to most importantly see where the shuttle is taking that next main. We don't see it so far. And looks like Shuttle is not going to invest into an upgrade for the Arbiters at the moment. And looks like the 2-1 timing is about to hit soon. Although C has that SV positioned at the 9 o'clock base, so he might try and take a 4th rather than go for a timing. He is adding factories though, so we'll see how these are. If he adds another 2 factories, then he might be going for a timing. We'll just have to wait and see. He's just posturing forward right now, trying to establish a tank line so that Shuttle can't just walk in and take out everything. And it looks like, yeah, Shuttle's going to take out that, take that 5th base at the top right. So in this situation, it looks like Shuttle wants to move up rather than across. And it looks like Stasis is the choice of Arbiter Tech first up. Nice move there from Shuttle, getting that shuttle. A lot of Protoss players are really lazy. And I really like this move here with the dropship. Although I think those 2 cannons are placed, that cannons will be able to hit those tanks. But Shuttle actually sniffs this out really quickly. He's actually trying to go for this dropship, takes it out. But we'll see how much damage these mines do. Nice control here from Shuttle though. Ooh, that's a really bad mine hit for C, and that's a lot of money invested into that drop. There was a dropship, there was the 2 tanks, there was all those vultures. It did no damage, and Shuttle is in a very comfortable position, especially with the fact that he has taken out 5th base. And ooh, these probes are mayonnaiding over. Let's see how much damage this one vulture will do to that. As the gateway explosion has been set up, Shuttle is nearly maxed. I would like to see some high template come out soon, but at the moment he's just very happy taking those 3 gases at his bases. A lot of times the lower level players, Protoss players, they make the mistake of taking that 4th and 5th gas really quickly. In a matchup like Protoss vs Terran, where the priority is getting mineral heavy units such as Dragoons and Zealots out, you invest that extra gas into Arbiters, right? And later on, once you think you can afford it, you can add those gases on at the 4th and the 5th and get High Templars. But there are High Templars here, nice storms there on those tanks, doing a lot of damage. And another storm there. More storms as well. I don't know why C didn't slap those Templars, but really nice damage there. C defends, but what's the point? I mean, Shuttle got good trades, and now he's going to remax easily because he's got gateways at his main, he's got gateways at that other main. So much space for him to get gateways. And now we're going to see a recall as well. Shuttle sitting in a nice bank at the moment, but he's just assessing the situation right now, whether he needs Zealots, he needs Dragoons. Although here, C is moving out with his small ragtag army. It looks like he wants to take out that 5th base of Shuttle. In the meantime, though, here Shuttle is doing a counterattack here with these Dragoons. I think he's going to be able to take out this expansion quite safely, especially with this army pushing out here on the right side of the map from C. C needs to place his units in a good place. At the moment, these vultures, they need to come back and need to plant mines. Zealots actually running in, but oh, nice defensive magics there, but wasn't enough, and these Zealots actually getting a really nice flank kill. These Zealots are doing a lot of damage, but where's the Dragoons? Where's the Dragoons? Dragoons got to come in and mop up. Yes, they mop up. Really nice defense there from Shuttle. He could have lost that 4th base there from those tanks, but Shuttle with a really nice Zealot flank there, and the tanks. C didn't really position his tanks quite well. Oh, nice snipe there with the vultures on that High Templar. But I'm not really sure. The situation is very peculiar right now because Shuttle is 1 base ahead. And oh, actually, Shuttle never had that recall to begin with. And we're just seeing Shuttle just clear out the mines right now. If he gets this vessel, oh, it was really close there. I was going to say, if he got that vessel, oopsie doodle, I forgot to put that back on. My mistake. Yeah, just let me know if I forget to put on overlays. But yeah, see here. Arbiter is coming out. Maybe we're going to see a recall once that recall tech does finish. I mean, Shuttle's in a very comfortable position right now. He is taking that 6th base. He didn't lose that 4th base from that tank push from C. C struggling to oh, actually, no. He's trying to move in here. Nice stasis there on the Goliath. Actually gets an EMP out. That actually hits, but I think at this point, Shuttle just has way too many units. It's going to take out all these tanks. Nice position. Nice tank position there from C though. At that 4th base. C's actually going to defend, but I'm not really sure if C knows that this might be a window of opportunity for him to move out, considering he's taken out most of the army. No. Okay, he has to move back. But even then, Shuttle is taking that 6th base at the top right. And as long as the Protoss is ahead on as long as Protoss is 1 base ahead of the Terran, it's pretty much even footing. But since he's 2 bases ahead, Protoss is in the lead. And more importantly, because he's got that main with all those gateways, he can reinforce battle after battle very easily. And as we see here, another Arbiter coming out for Shuttle. He's got quite a big mineral bank. And it gets to that point where the map splits and you get carriers, but the thing is, in PvT, you need to maintain a ground army. So sometimes there's a point where you want to not max out on purpose because you want to save some supply for carrier transition. See here, vultures sniping at that. Okay, so it's really important that C does not let Shuttle take that bottom left base, because if C lets him take that base, it's actually game over. There's just way too much production coming out. So we see here, storms, nice storms there on the high tanks. Oh, so many storms, and this Shuttle is doing a really nice job here. And we see here. Ooh, okay. Actually, is Shuttle just going to walk up to these factories? He might just walk up to these factories where there's no need for recall. But this tanks though, they're +3, but I think it's just too many units here from Shuttle. 4th place is still up though. C is actually mining quite. I actually know that expansion is still going, but it's nearly mined out. But I don't know how C can get back into this unless he takes out a nice positioning at one of the expansions. As we see here, ooh, are we actually going to see Shuttle snipe this command center? Well, it doesn't really matter because he's got this huge army here at the top. Let's see if he sends his units in. Oh, really nice out-positioning move there from Shuttle. I don't know what C's doing there, to be honest. He's trying to move up here, try to recollect his army, but the worst thing you could do is have a fragmented Terran army. You need that huge chef ball where the Protoss can't touch it all, but the Zealots are doing quite a bit of damage actually. If C loses his tank, it's going to be game over. There's no way he's going to come back into this game with less tanks. And Shuttle's actually going to take out his command center, so that's a huge loss for C. And looks like this command center is going to die. And GG. So Terran team in a bit of a pickle now. They 2 of their players